I had to stop walking outside just to tell you this. The New York Times has compelled a federal judge in the United States to expose the records of billions of chats that we have all had with ChatGPT. They have required ChatGPT to retain all of our chats indefinitely. Our private chats, our temporary chats, our deleted chats. Pro plan, yes. Teams plan, yes. Plus plan, yes. Free plan, you get the idea. Why? Because the New York Times is trying to claim that's somehow relevant to their case against OpenAI. What's the case, you might ask? So glad you asked. It turns out the case has nothing to do with the billions of chats we've had. It's all about pre-training weights, which anyone who uses LLMs will tell you has nothing to do with what you chat about the model with after it has launched. It is pretty basic. You train the model, you do whatever you did, they can have an argument about it, and then you launch it. Whatever you do after that, it has nothing to do with the model training weights. Nothing at all. And if you want to evaluate the model training weights indirectly by having a chat with the model, you can do that directly as a discovery team, as a bunch of lawyers for the New York Times, without jeopardizing billions of user chats, 99.9% of which have nothing to do with the New York Times. It's incredible judicial overreach. It's really, really bad. It's going to jeopardize OpenAI's standing with GDPR. It's going to jeopardize enterprise deals. It has a chilling effect across the industry because essentially, if you are trying to get a corporate deal done, how can you trust that well-meaning model makers who may have good privacy policies can even enforce them if judges say you cannot enforce your own good privacy policy? You must backtrack, break your agreement with users, and retain all this data, even though it's not relevant for the case. It's absolutely horrific. Now, OpenAI is appealing. We'll see what happens. But I wanted to let you guys know because I've tried to be honest about privacy policies, and this is huge news. If you want more, I put it on the Substack, and it's a completely free article. No one should have to pay to get this information. It is too important. Good luck out there. Hopefully, this kind of policy gets overturned.
So in the news, there is OpenAI had a statement about their response to being sued, a lawsuit by the New York Times, talking about their data retention policies. If you don't know what that means, it just means when you put in stuff into ChatGPT, how long do they have to keep that data? Their policy was 30 days, but now because of the lawsuit, they're being required to keep it indefinitely. So there's a lot of things that goes into that, but the bigger picture is, obviously it's going to cost a lot of money because the more storage you have to have. Indefinite is that storage is going to just drastically increase constantly. So the cost of things may be more expensive, and this could cause issues with OpenAI's ability to innovate. But on the flip side, the bigger concern for those of us that are using OpenAI and ChatGPT is the implications of your data. The fact that your data is never going to be deleted and is going to stay forever means everything that you type, anyone types, copies into ChatGPT will be there. So there's a whole bunch of copyright, there's a whole bunch of data retention issues, things like that. So it's just, I said it yesterday, but be considerate when you put things in there. If you're not willing to post it on a public forum, be careful what you put into ChatGPT.
OpenAI has actually published a blog post firing back at the New York Times regarding the recent ruling that now OpenAI has to hold on to every single chat, deleted ones, temporary ones. There's this whole FAQ that you can read through if you just go on the OpenAI.com website, and it goes into a lot of the different details. And they answer this question of who's going to be accessing the information. It can't be accessed or used for purposes other than meeting this legal obligation, right? Only a small audit OpenAI legal security team would be able to access this data as necessary to comply with legal obligations. Now, the question is also, how will this data be shared with the New York Times? This data is not automatically shared with the New York Times or anyone else. It's locked under a separate legal hold. And how long are they ordered to keep this? it seems to me that it's indefinitely. As long as this court order stays, they have to hold on to your chats. But it's not like they're turning this over automatically and, there's this vault that they're accessing and everybody's going to find out that you've been asking about whatever it is that you've been asking about. So there you go. Go on openai.com. You'll see their blog posts with a lot of these answers.